Michael, and today I'm going to explain how to play Seasons. Even though that the game can be a little repetitive, each time you play you have to implement a new strategy in order to outplay your opponent. I really also enjoy this game because it's fantasy themed with 2 players and it's very tactical. So each player is the sorcerer and you are trying to compete to see who is the best within just 3 years. You will be rolling dice to collect energy, and you will be using that energy to either convert into crystals or summon out power cards with artifacts or creatures on them that will have special abilities to outplay your opponent. It sounds so fun, so let's check it out. This is what the board looks like. The board is divided into 12 sections. Each number on the board represents the 12 months of the year. There are also 3 years. When the first marker finishes from 12 to 1 and the second marker is on year 3, the game finishes. The winner of the game is the player with the most crystals or victory points. Here is a chart that will count the victory points for you, so you don't lose track. Each player will receive their own player board. Each player board are all the same except for different colour. The player board keeps track of 3 different things. At the top of your player board is where you store your energy tokens. The numbers 1 to 15 keep track of the cards you are able to have in front of you. The third track is the bonus track. Although the bonus track gives you negative points at the end of the game, they can also give you special abilities, and this can determine who will win and who will lose. You can only use these bonuses up to 3 times in one game, at the cost for minus 20 victory points. This bonus allows you to trade any 2 tokens from your reserve into another of any 2 other tokens. This bonus allows you to transmute your energy tokens for 1 extra crystal. This bonus allows you to place an extra card in front of you, and this bonus allows you to draw 2 cards instead of 1. For a 2-player game, you will only need to be using 3 dice for each of the seasons. So to set up for the number of players, you just simply add 1 die for each colour. The first season is always going to be in winter. Before I explain what the dice do, I will explain the power cards. Each power card has an ability, a cost, a value, and a symbol to show you how and when to use it. So this card, Silas the Faithful, will cost you 3 fire energy tokens to use it. The ability of the card says each of your opponents sacrifice a power card, and this symbol here means that the card effect can only be summoned as soon as it's played. This power card is called Hourglass of Time. It is worth 6 victory points at the end of the game. It'll cost you 1 of each energy token to put in front of you. The ability is each change of season gain 1 energy token, and the effect is ongoing. There are other cool cards in this game, but I will not spoil the surprise for you. Each card will have a copy of itself. Also, each card will be in purple or orange. The purple are called magic cards, and they usually help you to gain crystals. And the orange are called familiars, and they will usually attack your opponents. Each player will be dealt 9 cards from the deck upside down so that your player cannot see your cards. You will look at your cards so your opponent cannot see them, and you will choose one of them, like so, and keep it so that your opponent cannot see it. Pass it to the player on your left, face down. Receive the pile from the player on your right. Look at their cards. Choose one. and do the same process until each player has 9 cards that was picked from the draft, and distribute them the way they like into 3 piles of 3. Then they will place 1 year 2 library token on a pile and 1 year 3 token on a pile. So these cards can only be played in year 1, these cards in year 2, and these cards in year 3. And back to the dice. Player 1 on turn 1 will take all the dice from Winter and rolls them. Each of the different symbols on the dice represents different actions. The player that rolls always chooses 1 die before everybody else. This symbol means that you can draw 1 power card from the deck. This symbol will give you 2 water energy tokens and 1 crystal on the crystal track. This dice will give you 1 water energy token and 1 air energy token, and will let you transmute your energy tokens into crystals. Transmuting means that you convert your energy tokens into crystals. For each season, your energy tokens will have different values for when you transmute. In the middle of winter season, your earth energy token will be worth 3 crystals, your fire energy token will be worth 2 crystals, and your water and air token will be worth 1 crystal. In spring, your fire will be worth 3 crystals, your air will be worth 2 crystals, and your earth and water will be worth 1, etc. This die will give you 2 water energy tokens and will allow you to put 1 extra power card into play. And this die will let you add 1 extra power card into play. You will receive 1 air token, and you can also transmute this round. For the die that is not chosen, let's say it is this one, for the number of dots at the bottom of the dice, that is how much you move your turn marker on the board. Each turn, you take turn in rolling the dice until the end of year 3. That is when the game finishes. For every power card you have left in your hand, you get -5 prestige points, and the winner of the game is the player with the most crystals. And that is how you play Seasons.